I want to show you how to use turnbuckles. This is something that's very important, and I've gotten a few pictures back from clients showing me their work, and also just clients that have had some trouble with them. And I want to show you how to use them so that you don't have any problems, and also so that they look very uniform in the line, right? Each of your runs of cable are very close together, right? From 3 to 3.5 inches. And so if one of them is extended more than the other, you're really going to notice. So what we recommend is before you install them, or I guess you can install them first, but then really make sure that you open up the turnbuckles. And I like to take a tape measure and measure it out. You want to open them up depending on how long your run is, and this is very tricky because you want, in my opinion, they look better the more closed they are, right? So once it's tightened, it looks better. You want to be able to leave yourself at least 1/4 inch of thread. So once you tighten it up and the cable's tight, you want it to look about like that. And so that would give you a total of a 1/2 inch of tensioning down the road. And so what I like to do is if it's like a good 20-25 foot run, you want to open it up about 1 inch on each side and measure that and make sure that that's right. And then when you go ahead and tighten it, make sure that you're holding on to the cable side so that the cable doesn't spin. And then what that will do is as you tighten the run, you'll see that both sides close together, and that will tighten up your run and provide a very uniform look. And as long as you open them all up, have them all installed, and they're all opened up exactly the same amount as the others, then when you tighten up the cable, you will the end result will be very uniform. A big part of accomplishing the uniform look with your runs is making sure that your cable, again, make sure that you're careful that you don't lose the little ring and the cable jaws, but is making sure that your cable is cut to the same length. And so on your terminal end, make sure that you install this, and then I like to install the terminal ends first, the cable. And then, so that's all installed. And then I cut everything a good 4 to 6 inches long, and I cut all the strands at once, and I install all of the terminal sides first, run the cable through my intermediary posts, and then I come to the other side. You take off the head like this, and the cable, you can see the cable can go in there about 1/4 inch, maybe a little bit more. And so you want to measure that, pull it as tight as you can, measure that with your fingers, and then take your tool and cut it right there. So if you're doing that right, if you pull it as tight as you can and you do that the same way for each of your runs, when you go to fasten this back together, they should all be the same. And so that's a big part of having uniform runs, is making sure that 1, these are opened exactly the same on all of them, and 2, that you do the same, follow the same process to cut the cable. And then it'll turn out lovely, and everything will be uniform and look really, really nice. Thank you again for choosing Lux Materials. Call us anytime if you have any questions or concerns at 801-899-3806. Thank you.